Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. When you're in kindergarten and you're playing on the playground and you pull a girl's ponytail, she might tattle to you on the teacher. She might give you a little bit of a hard time. She may complain a little bit, but then it's over. If you were to, casually put your arm around somebody, you'd probably say, well, what if they don't like it? Well, usually you turn to the person and say, please don't do that. I don't like that. But what happens in Hollywood, in woke Hollywood, and what happens when it's a guy doing it to a woman? Well, of course, he's canceled. And the reason why I want to talk about this story is because people are acting like children now. They have no tolerance for everything. And because of this, when women wonder, why don't men talk to me, look at me, come near me, want to work with me, joke around with me, why do they pretend like I don't exist? Because that's the only way, it seems, at least in a lot of corporate and business and casual environments, that it's safe for men anymore. And what happens when men, this is about a story about Bill Murray. I love Bill Murray. He's not necessarily the best actor, but the guy's funny. I've watched him in golf tournaments. There's stories about him going to pubs, just randomly showing up at a bar in the town that he's in, and stepping behind, talking to the owner, stepping behind the bar, and handing out drinks on him. He paid for them. This is a Hollywood celebrity bumping elbows with everybody. The story is actually quite funny because a woman was saying, she was asked about it, and she said he was asking everybody what they wanted to drink, and he asked me what I wanted to drink, and I told him, and he handed me a whiskey. And he was doing that with everybody in the bar as a joke, but he was also paying for it. There was another story where he showed up to a woman's wedding. I guess he was in the area, decided to pop into a wedding, and he ended up dancing with the bride, and they all had a laugh and a great time. He's a very unique and interesting person. Well, now cancel culture has come for Bill. And I, again, read the wording. When I read the wording of this New York Post article, listen to the words that they use, because words have meaning. And the one I caught out of this is he walked away. Imagine this. He walked away without comment. He fled the area, avoiding reporters. Both things are true based on the narrative. And I know I'm all over the place, but I'm so ticked off. I'm so tired of this stuff because what happens is people start hating each other before they've even met. I don't want to interact with anybody. I don't feel safe around. And this is probably what they want. This is what the crazies want. But you could, if you say, hey, I went to go talk to that guy and he walked away without comment, or I went to go talk to that guy and he fled the area avoiding all questions. It's kind of the same thing. And I just get so angry at this. So Bill's been accused of inappropriate behavior that shut down a movie set and maybe canceled the movie. And I've seen this story for a week, but I decided to sit on it until maybe we heard what horrible, horrible allegations and things Bill did before I commented. Well, we've found out. And let me tell you, it is earth-shattering. They say Bill Murray spotted for the first time since inappropriate behavior scandal. Bill Murray was spotted for the first time Tuesday since his inappropriate behavior allegedly shut down production of Aziz Ansari's flick Being Mortal. The comedic legend and SNL alumnus was nabbed racing through L.A. International Airport around 6 a.m. local time, cutting off more than a dozen travelers to get through security to dodge questions about the controversy. They say, somebody said, Mr. Murray, how are you? Sir, is there anything you can say about Being Mortal set being shut down? Bill Murray, 71, dressed in black with a blue vest and baseball cap and wearing a black mask, turned his head away as he fled the cameraman. All very descriptive adjectives. However, the truth of it is Bill came up the escalator here, and that's him in the blue jean vest, very 1980s of him, and he just didn't want to talk to anybody. So he turned his head so people couldn't take his photo. I mean, he is a Hollywood star after all. And if you notice right here, there's a TSA pre-screen and the regular line. He goes in the pre-screen line. Why? because he's a Hollywood actor with pre-screening, and they wave him through and everything's fine. Was he fleeing? No. Was he avoiding questions? Yeah. Did he cut in front of a dozen people at the checkpoint? No. But do you see, it's all the framing. And this is, again, they're framing him as the bad guy instantly. It makes me so angry with this. They say the actor has been mum about the movie's production earlier this month following a bombshell allegation. Bombshell, guys, that he'd been touchy with women on the set. It's a bombshell. Let's see what the allegations were. They say he was very hands-on touchy. Not in personal areas, but put an arm around a woman. Oh, gosh. Heavens to Murgatroyd. He was friendly and put an arm around a woman. He touched her hair. He pulled her ponytail. Now remember, legendary comedian. Being a little playful, maybe with a co-actress, and he maybe gave her a tug on her ponytail. Now, or ponytail. Did he pull her to the ground and swing her around by said ponytail? No. He put an arm around a woman. This is bombshell. They say it's a fine line, and everybody loves Bill. Oh, do they? But while his conduct is not illegal, some women felt uncomfortable and he crossed a line. All right, ladies. I felt uncomfortable because he put his arm around me. Here's how you handle that. Please don't touch me. I have a thing. If he pulls your ponytail, please don't pull my ponytail. I don't like that. Now, there's no allegations that he did it multiple times or he kept doing it. And so if men are not going to get even one warning of inappropriate behavior, how do they avoid having any allegations of inappropriate behavior? They don't look at you. They don't talk to you. They don't get near you. They don't accidentally brush up against you. They don't talk to you outside of work. They don't talk to you during work. Nothing that can be construed as anything. This is what you want. This is what you're going to get. And when men are getting canceled from jobs and men are getting in trouble for the most simplest things, do you think there's any reason why men say, you know what, I don't like women. I don't want to be around women. I don't trust women. Now, of course, we're not saying this about all women. Maybe we're only saying it about, obviously, a very small percentage. But if you're a skydiver and you have a 1% chance of your chute not opening, you're probably not going to go skydiving very often. If someone hands you a bowl of M&Ms and they say only 5 of them are poison, but the rest are fine, you're not going to take any M&Ms, no matter how hungry or how much of an M&M you are. Okay, let me find it because I screwed that up. Something horrible.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
You're not going to take any M&Ms no matter how hungry you are. You're not going to take any amount of M&Ms. And guess what? That's the story. That's it. The big bombshell dropping on Bill today, bombshell allegations, is that he put his arm around a woman or touched her or pulled her ponytail. And what do? Well, they go back and they start and this is from MSN, from literally today. Allegations made against Bill Murray and his caustic on-set behavior resurface on social media. Do you know what he's done in the past? He's done things where they say, I was furious, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but they say an actress accused him of throwing her in some water. She said, I was furious and outraged at the time. No, that's the wrong line. Sorry, let me find it. Where's the line I wanted to read? Are you kidding me? Now I can't find it. Anyway, right here. The original tweet contained a screenshot from the story sharing that the late Lorna Ziskin and Murray shared a spirited disagreement, which caused the actor to throw her in a lake. Ziskin said their argument was not playful, but his throwing her into the lake was. So she even admits he was being playful when he did it. Now, did he pick her up overhead and throw her in the water? Or did he give her a little nudge and knock her into a puddle? You know, with the writing today, you don't know. And you can say, well, these are bad behaviors by an actor. Oh, trust me, I pulled up an article of at least a dozen times other actors stood up for themselves. They go on to say here that he and Richard Dreyfuss didn't get along during the movie of What About Bob? But he said, Dreyfuss said, while he was talking, Murray said of Dreyfuss, while Dreyfuss was talking, I got in real close to crowd him. I put my head on his shoulder. I screamed in his ear, and I did all sorts of annoying things. Murray, in his usual comedic fashion, said some of that was even in the script. No, wait, none of that was in the script. I made it up. But when asked about it, Richard Dreyfuss said, Bill Murray and I did not get along on the movie particularly, but it worked for the movie. I mean, I drove him nuts, this is Murray saying this again. They didn't quote this very well. Murray said, Dreyfuss and I didn't get along particularly well during the movie. I drove him nuts, but he encouraged me to drive him nuts because his character was supposed to be really annoying to Dreyfuss during the movie. Now, you can say, okay, well, but again, these are the worst things they have to say about Bill Murray in 20 or 30 years of being an actor. And I did a little search here for actress or actor throws tantrum, and they gave a huge list of them, and I'm not going to go down them, but there's plenty of times where people have acted snobby, closed down the set, had problems, caused problems in production. But none of these was really, now it was women doing bad things against women, it was women doing bad things against men, it was men doing bad things against men, but you know what? It wasn't really men doing bad things against women. So all of it's really fine. All of it's okay unless any man does anything that might be deemed as making the woman uncomfortable, whether it's logical or not, whether it's reasonable or not. And so Bill, because he dared to put his arm, the bombshell allegation of him putting an arm around another woman or touching her hair, has closed down the set. And it makes me mad because I like Bill Murray. I like him as an actor. I've seen plenty of, he's a goofball. He's a joker. And I like that about him. And so when this continues on, when this continues to happen and women come back and they say, oh, I remember 20 years ago, a guy once pushed me in a puddle. Oh, well, we should cancel him. He touched my hair. He pulled my ponytail. He picked up my glasses and broke them and threw them. Let's cancel the whole man's career. Let's wipe him off the internet. No more of his movies on Amazon. Like, at what point do men say, you know something? Hey, I know you're an employee of mine. I need 2 other witnesses in here while I dictate to you or I mentor you. Oh, I've got a computer desk, but there's no cubicle walls around me and 3 women sit on either side of me. I want to move because I don't want to say anything that could possibly be misconstrued as envy. And when women say, but men don't ask me out, men don't look at me, men don't talk at me, no one wants to interact, I feel like I'm invisible. That's what's coming. That's what's coming. That's what's coming. I'm just so frustrated over this crap. That this is the kind of stuff men talk about all the time they get canceled for. Touching somebody. Kindergartners are more reasonable and more adult than half of our country right now, I swear. Guys, if you want to join me here on Locals instead of YouTube, go to betterbachelor.locals.com. That's where I've got a dating profile of the day. Because YouTube hates me.